Recording.
So, Coach, we've got a pair of quality opponents coming to Bakersfield this weekend, and CBU, who's 7-1, and Utah Valley, who has a similar record as us at 5-1. Just talk about the competition coming in.
Yeah, the competition is going to be great. Obviously, this is a new season for everybody, so it doesn't really matter how you've done in your non-conference portion of things. I think everybody starts with 0 points. We're all trying to get points as quick as we can. So 2 really quality teams coming in. CBU is on a roll, winning a few games, 7-2-1 like you mentioned, and they're going to be coming in here trying to get their first conference points. And Utah Valley, they're pretty similar to us, 5-1, but they play some really tough competition in the non-conference portion of things. So they're ready for us, and we'll be ready for them. So I think they're one of those teams that it's better than a 5-1 record.
So I'm sure when people look at the schedule and comparing us to CBU, who's our first opponent on Friday, 7 similar opponents in the non-conference that we ended up doing similar to it. So in the huddle with your girls prior to the game, what are you talking to them about to get them ready to kind of keep them away from looking on paper and more so strategically what we need to do to get them ready?
We just tell them to go 1-0 on the weekend or on the day. We want to go 2-0 on the weekend, 1-0 on the day. And for us, it's only about worrying about the next game. You're as good as your last game, like everybody says. And we prepare really well during the week. We give them the information that they need to be successful. And at the end of the day, it's about executing. So we don't really look too much about who they play and when they play them or how they did against the same opponents that we play. For us, it's all about being ready to play them and executing what we need to do. Because at the end of the day, we're talented enough that if we do the things that we need to do, if we do them well, we'll come on top. It's a matter of executing for us right now.
Coach, I know a couple of your, a lot of your players are underclassmen this year. What's been the progression that you've seen from the start of the season to this point, entering into the early parts of WAC play, and how far have they come so far?
Well, they come a long way. The progression, obviously, the more games you play and the more minutes you get under your belt, hopefully the more you learn and the better you get, right? So they're young kids that are getting a lot of minutes early on in their careers, and they are learning as we go. Unfortunately, when we make mistakes, it counts, because we have a lot of new players in the back line and in the midfield, and if we miss an assignment here and there because the intensity of the game is too much for a newcomer, then we get punished. We defended really well against UC Santa Barbara, but we lost our marks twice in the box and they score. Other than that, they haven't had anything else in the first half, and that's just a mistake that a young team makes. But they're coming a long way. They're learning, they're progressing, and we're getting better game after game. So now it's a matter of performing when it counts.
And some of your top players this year, especially on the offensive end, have been a couple of Bakersfield natives. You have Sophie Freeman and Nestor Toad. Does it give you, I guess let me say this, are you happy to see that you have local kids contributing that well? Is searching after more local kids something you look for?
Absolutely. I'm very happy for those kids because since from day one when I took over the program, I told this administration and everybody in town that my number one priority is to recruit in and out. I want the best kids in Bakersfield to stay here, wanting to play for us and having pride in wearing the CSUB jersey in front of their hometown and their families and friends. So I love it when these kids do great because it makes my selling easier. We have plenty of Bakersfield talent from last year, new talent this year that we have on the roster, and we're going to continue to have more talent coming in from Bakersfield in the next two or 3 years for sure.
As we transition from the non-conference to the conference play, who would you say that kind of you think might stand out or might shock us in conference play?
As far as players or opponents?
Players on our team.
I think we have a bunch of players that can step up at different moments. One of the things that we've been pretty consistent over the season is we're not a one-player team. We don't depend on only one player. We have different players and different type of skill sets and different type of combinations that we can throw out there. And we're seeing that over game after game, different players are stepping up in different situations. So we're going to continue to rely on more than one people moving forward. And I'm hoping that different players will step at different times, during the conference play to make sure that we make it to the tournament first and we get the highest seed that we can get and hopefully win this whole thing.
And last question for me. As far as the injury list, do we have anyone that is injured for this week aside from our regulars?
Well, our policy is not to discuss injuries. So we're healthy, we're good to go, and injuries will not be an issue this weekend.
Coach, I have one more question for you. With this being your last go-around in the WAC before moving into the Big West, is there a little bit of an extra incentive to say, last time this team comes here, we're going to get them? Or do you feel that other teams might be thinking the same way about you? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think, we want to win every single game. I think being the last team that has the chance to make your mark in the WAC, I think it's exciting. It just adds some extra value to every single game. At the end of the day, I don't feel like we've been in the league long enough to be like, hey, we need to do this before we leave the league. But yeah, we're excited. This is a group that's been accomplishing a lot of things that we haven't done before. We haven't won the WAC before, so I'm hoping that in our last year we can do that. You're welcome.